Okay, we're looking at activity number 3 for this week, and this is lesson 16.5, area of combined rectangles, pages 537 to 539. Go ahead and turn to page 537. We talked about finding area. Area is like an array, and we're finding out how many square units cover up an area when we find area. So today we're going to find area of combined rectangles, so when we have rectangles put together. So our problem says Anna's rug has side lengths of 4 feet and 9 feet. What is the area of Anna's rug? Now in class we would probably get out the square tiles and build this, but we do have a little grid paper here on our paper, so we can just draw this. It says we have side lengths of 4 feet and 9 feet. So I'm going to just start right here and go down 1, 2, 3, 4. So this side is 4 feet, 4 squares down, and we're going to go across 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Just make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Okay, so now it says we're going to draw a vertical line. Vertical goes up and down. Remember, horizontal goes this way, vertical up and down. To break apart the model to make 2 smaller rectangles. So we're going to cut the 9 into 2 smaller parts. Now I could really choose anywhere to do this. This is kind of like back when we did distributive property and we would break it apart. But we know sometimes it's easier if we look for numbers like 5, because then I can multiply by 5. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to make a vertical line here. So we're going to we took this rectangle and made 2 smaller rectangles. The side length of 9 we broke into 5 this way and 4 this way, into 5 plus 4. Altogether, still the 9. Find the area of the 2 smaller rectangles. Okay, and this side is 4. So on the first rectangle, we have 4 rows of 5, which is 20. And on the second rectangle, we have 4 rows of 4, 4, 8, 12, 16. So we can add these two areas together, these 2 rectangles, to find the total area. We have 20 plus 16. Area of this one's 20, area of this one's 16. Altogether, that adds up to 36 square feet. We can check the answer by counting the number of square feet. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 24, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Still get 36. The area of Anna's rug is 36 square feet. Okay, let's turn the page. Using the distributive property, you found that you could break apart a rectangle into smaller rectangles and combine the area of each smaller rectangle to find the total area. How can you break apart this figure into rectangles to find its area? Okay, so we've got a shape. It's not really a rectangle, but we're going to break it into rectangles so that we can find the 2 separate areas and then put them together. You can think about this like a house plan, and we're going to break it into rooms. So on this side I have one way. We could put a horizontal line going across here, and now you see we have a rectangle here and a rectangle here. So for the rectangle on top, we have 3 rows with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is 21. 7, 14, 21. For this bottom rectangle, we have 3 rows, length of 3, and in each row there are 3 rows of 3, 3, 6, 9, we have 9. And then we can add those two together. So we had 21 square units here, plus 9 here, adds up to 30. But they want to show that we can do it another way. So we could use a vertical line and we could cut this into a rectangle here and a rectangle here. So let's do this rectangle first. It has a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3. So 6 rows of 3. 6 times 3 is 18. 6, 12, 18. And then this rectangle right here, you have a length of 4 and a width of 3. We can multiply the two sides there. 4 times 3 equals 12. And when you add up the 18 over here plus the 12 over here, that adds up to 30 also. So the area, either way you do it, is 30 square units. Okay, let's look at another example. It says, draw a line to break apart the figure into rectangles. Find the total area of the figure. Well, we could do a vertical line or we could do a horizontal line. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to do a vertical line here. And so my first rectangle got a width of 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 times 4 equals 8. And over here we have 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 3 is 12. And when we add up the 8 squares we have here plus the 12 squares we have here, that adds up to 20 square units altogether. And you could count them and see that that will be our total. Okay, and let's look at page 539. It says, draw a line to break apart the figure into rectangles. Then find the area. Show your multiplication and addition equations. So number 2, this is already a rectangle. We really don't have to break it apart, but we can. Let's go vertical again. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go right here. Because now I have 4 rows of 5, which is 20 squares. And on the second rectangle, I have 4 rows with 2 in each row. 4 times 2 is 8. And 20 plus 8, write that down, 20 plus 8 equals 28. Okay, let's look at number 3. Let's do a horizontal line because we've been doing vertical. Okay, rectangle 1 is a width of 2 and a length of 3. So 2 times 3, we can see real easily that that's 6 square units right there. And then this long skinny rectangle right here has a width of 2 rows with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 rows of 9. 9 and 9 is 18. So we have 6 plus 18. Let's see, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 square units all together. All right, let's look at number 4. A model of Lee's School's media center is shown at the right. Each unit square is 1 square yard. Draw a line to break apart the figure into rectangles. What is the total area of the media center? Okay, let's go right here and make a vertical line. Okay, so we have a length or width 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And so 4 times 7 equals 28 square units for here. And then on this rectangle we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 times 7 is 42. So to find the total area, we're going to add the 28 squares from here and the 42 squares here. And I'm going to write that vertically, 28 plus 42. 8 plus 2 is 10. 4, 5, 6, 7. 70 square. And it tells us the units are yards. 70 square yards would be our total area. Instead of having to count all 70 of them, we could break it apart. Okay, number 5, a builder uses glass bricks shaped like cubes for a playroom wall. Draw a line to break apart the figure into rectangles. Find the area of the wall. What if the height of the wall is 8 feet and the glass area must be a rectangle? How many bricks will be left over? All right, let's do the first step. We have here, it says draw a line to break it apart into rectangles and then define the area. Okay, so let's do right here. Okay, we have 4 this way and 4 this way. And 4 times 4 equals 16 for this area. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 square units across this way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 5 times 6 equals 30. So we have 30 plus 16 equals, I'm going to write it right here, 46 square, doesn't tell us what unit they are. Well, it does say feet right here, square feet. What if the height of the wall is 8 feet and the glass area must be a rectangle? How many bricks will be left over? Okay, so if we had the height was actually 8 feet instead of 6 feet here, let's see, that would be 8 on this side, and then I guess we're saying this whole thing across here, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 8 times 9, the whole amount would be 72. How many bricks would be left over? So I guess they're saying what will we have left out of that. So I'm just going to do 72 minus 46, and that would be 26 left over. That was definitely a higher order thinking question, because I'm not sure I understood that one when I first read it. Okay, let's look at this last question for today. Explain how to break apart the figure to find the area. Oh, this one's interesting because I need rectangles here. So I'm actually going to have to break this into a couple rectangles, more than just 2. I'm going to put a line here and a line here. And now we see we have a rectangle here, we have a rectangle here, and we have a rectangle here. So for the first rectangle, we have a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a width of 3. So 6 times 3 equals 18. For the next rectangle, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 length, and then 3, and 3 times 5 equals 15. And for this rectangle, we have a width of 3 and a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Okay, and 3 times 7 is 21. So if we want to find the whole area, we'd add the 18 square units here, plus the 15 here, plus the 21 here. So I'm just going to put a little plus sign to add those up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. One up here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 54 square units. All right. See you tomorrow.